Hi, friend. How are y'all tonight? I know it's been a minute. I apologize for that, but I haven't really been in the mood to be on camera, if that makes sense. And I had reached a point where I was like, rather than force myself, I'd rather just take a break for the camera. But tonight actually felt like good, so I was like, yeah, let's do some reading sprints because I actually want to read it tonight. Um, but oops, sorry, I'm straightening up my space a little bit. Um, we'll start the sprint at 10, give some people time to come hang out. Um, if y'all are here, what are y'all going to be reading tonight? Let's see. Hi, Monique. Ooh, Kingdom of the Wicked. I heard good things about that one, so I hope you love it. I'm also going to be eating because my dinner literally just came as I was starting this sprint, or as I was starting this live, so that's fun. Let's see, I'm going to be reading The Storm Crow by Kaylin Josephson. I'm on chapter 6 now, and it's not too bad. I'm definitely intrigued to see what this story really is about and what happens and everything like that. So that will be fun. In case you don't know what it's about this girl so she lives in this kingdom. She's like the princess, and she like her kingdom relies on crows to do basically everything, but it's like a respectful relationship where the crows like help them with their agriculture and their weather and just like their defense and stuff like that. And this invading kingdom like comes in and basically kills them all, and which make basically leaves her kingdom like powerless because they literally relied on them for everything. So they have no like to the point where like their crops are dying because there's no crows to control the weather anymore or to help with like the water system and stuff like that. So, and this isn't spoiler because it's all in the synopsis, just so y'all know. Um, but then her sister, who's the new queen, because their mother also died, now has to like figure out a way to save their kingdom. And right now, the only chance they have is if she marries the main character, off to the prince of the invading kingdom that killed all their crows. And the thing is, like, he's basically rumored to be a psychopath, so they really don't want to do that. So now they have to figure out like what other options they have besides this, like in order to like basically end the engagement. So I'm pretty intrigued by it because like yeah, but I also haven't like met a love interest, so I don't even know if that's gonna really happen. So I'm more intrigued than anything else, like by that, because I feel like that's not typical for fantasies sometimes, at least YA. But yeah, let's see. What are people saying? Hi, Monty. How are you? Page 63. Oh, that's good. Hi, MJ. How are you? What are y'all going to be reading? Hi, Justice. Finished the book tonight, but I have like 2 readings, so that's feeling very ambitious. Are you talking about the sequel to the Great, or is it the Great Hunt? Is that the one they're on, or the sequel, or whatever, or is it something else you're reading? I don't know if you gave in or not yet. Yes, I try to keep everything spoiler free unless someone asks directly, because I do not want to be that person that ruins it for people. Right, birds. The system's actually pretty cool too, because like um someone like had mentioned like they're like, oh, you enslaved to these birds, and the girl's like, no, like we respect it. It was like a mutual respect of the relationship. Like, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I've never really seen that before. Usually it's like, I don't know what other magical animals there are. Wolves, uh, dragons, but I haven't seen anything with crows. So I like that it's at least unique like that. Um, so we're gonna start our first sprint at 10, just so y'all know, in case. Okay, cool. What are you trying to finish then? Is it still that one book? Or I don't know if you finished that when we were sprinting or not, but that one book with about the like Vanderbilts or whatever. But yeah, what else will y'all be reading for the sprints? Um, I'm nosy, so I like to know. I'm also gonna take a bite of my food real quick. Or cop manga. Mm, Mango. Oh, that's a tough subject. I haven't read either of those, so I'm probably I can't help you, unfortunately. I will say I've heard good things about both, but I've heard a lot more good things about Black Sun. But also a cat manga are really fast, so you could probably get through that too. So I'm definitely I don't know, that's a tough one. Thank you. I meant to do Friday sprints a lot, like the past 2 weeks, but I just have not been in the mental space to want to be on camera. But tonight is a different night, and I actually want to read, so I'm excited to be here. You're the great aunt, though. I figured as much. I heard about he was reading the great aunt. Now y'all harassing him in my comments. Well, we're reading while they want to go up on Sunday. Ah, that's fun. Well, I hope you can finish it and that you are enjoying it. Sun, cat manga, right? Oops, there's a lot of jumping. I'm reading The Winter of the Witch, unfortunately. Is that the one you're not enjoying that you said is boring? Or is that a promise something? Or is this one boring too and you just like got stuck with all the boring books? I'm so sorry. Not hearing voices. This cult is next level. Not a cult. Not answer. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Well, I'm glad I'm not in this cult. I'm glad I'm just a bystander. Yeah, I've heard good things about Black Sun. I know Kay really loved it, and some other people that I like don't remember the names of, but I saw they liked it. That was a Witch's Promise, and it was poo. I'm so sorry. Um, but you're not liking the Winter of the Witch either. Oh dang, Aaron, this isn't going well for you, huh? 1 minute warning, by the way. Oh, I can't do that. Oh no. You should just start something else tonight, Aaron. Put that down and start something that you think you'll love. Aaron is the only black person in the That's unfortunate, right? There's always that one. All right, it's 10. Let's start the first sprint. I'm gonna do it for 20 minutes and I will see you all back here. Alright, that was 20. How did you all do? I got to chapter 8, so that's fun. I read 2 chapters. She's pretty much about to leave, so she hasn't come up with any solutions at all. It's the 3rd book in this trilogy, then I'll be free from slavery. Not slavery. Hi, Lulu. What are you reading? Or what were you reading? Hi, Luna. Welcome. Okay, a part of me hopes, like, I have a feeling that the prince is gonna be the love interest. But part of me hopes not, because he is really kind of an asshole. Not gonna lie. And he seems like a psychopath. Alright, 41 pages. Nice. 2 chapters. Are you still enjoying it? Toward the end of that sprint start to. Ooh, what are you reading? That's fine. I didn't count pages either. I never count pages. I suck at that, so I just go by chapters. Oh crap. That was an accident. 70 pages of the manga. I love that for you. Oh, that's good. I've heard good things about that one, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. Me too. I mean, okay, he's not really giving me psychopathic tendencies, but he's really giving me asshole tendencies. Like, literally not the nicest person. Very like okay, the thing I really do like about this book is that when everything happens, it's like that's the prologue. You learn like like how everything happened in the prologue, and then you get to the first chapter, and it's like 6 months later, and you learn that she's like been suffering from like really heavy depression, but she doesn't really acknowledge it until like her sister finally confronts her about it, and so she like tells her sister, and so I think the thing that's annoying me is the fact that, like, granted, I know he probably doesn't know it because, like, why would she tell him that? But every time, like, it's brought up about the fact that she, like, hasn't left her bed or her room in months. He, like, calls her a coward. It basically, like, makes her feel bad. And that's why I'm just like, I really don't like him. Like, I really hope he's not the love interest. Oh, nice. Let's see. I hate this book so much. I'm so sorry, Erin. That does not sound fun. Children, it's getting a bit dull. Picked up again. Oh, I'm glad it picked up. We made it to page 75. Okay, so I'm reading The Storm Crow by Kaylin Josephson. Oop, let me move that. It's a fantasy. I think it's a duology because I know the second book came out, The Storm Rider. Yeah, it's a duology, so it's a 2-book thing. It's actually pretty interesting so far. I like it. I like the magic system. Not sounds fake. Your name autocorrect. No, you're fine. I'm used to my name autocorrecting all the time. 50 pages. Oh, you're not liking it? Are you already past the first chapter? I always say give it to the first chapter. If you're not really enjoying it, then maybe pick up something else. So yeah. Now go back to the Winter Witch. Not because you learned. Not a writing workshop. That's funny. Yeah, switch to the audio. Maybe that'll be better. All right, next sprint at 40, by the way. That sounds even more fake. Monty's so funny. Chapter 11. Oh yeah, if you're not enjoying it by chapter 11, I say maybe like put it down for now and pick up something else. The fact that y'all call him Bobby Boy is killing me. Like this whole grown man who's an author. Not 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 the same workshop as we Schwab. Okay. Um, this is funny. Entertainment. Ow. Yeah, my hope is okay, so I need to finish this by this weekend because I know I need to start. I have so many buddy reads I'm doing this month. I know me and Justice are doing The Cruel Prince, and then I think me and Aaron are doing From Blood and Ash. So I'm gonna try and start those this weekend too. Be paying more attention. Ooh, okay, so I got a white chocolate frappuccino, but just no coffee in it, basically. Um, what I really wanted to order, normal Starbucks doesn't have. Okay, so if you go to your I can't say this because it's only my Barnes& and Noble that's doing it. So my Barnes& and Noble has special, Valentine's Day drinks that we've been making, and my absolute favorite is one that I just, like, and I don't think I can do it at a normal Starbucks because I don't think they have the right tea. Because like, the like, the Barnes oh, I don't know if you know, but Barnes& and Noble Starbucks has tea, but it has, like, the, like, Teavana stuff, so, like, black tea, green tea, passion tea. So the drink that I'm loving right now that we make is so it's basically lemonade, and you do however many pumps of raspberry and then, like, classic syrup, um, like, corresponding to the size. And then, they, like, of course, shake that up and then pour it into the cup, and then you top it with raspberry tea. It's actually really, really good. I really wanted to order that, but I was like, "Dang, the normal Starbucks doesn't have that." So I settled for the white chocolate frap. Long explanation for your simple question, but yes. Oh my gosh, I just had a DNF something last week, so I definitely relate to this. It's something I definitely struggle with sometimes because I really feel like I need to just finish the book. But if it's really not like bringing me joy, I need to just let it go because I that's how I easily get into slumps. I'm excited to check out Cruel Prince. I'm gonna keep my expectations low because my struggle is like in the past I haven't enjoyed books like centering Fae, but I'm willing to give this another chance because I'm hoping my tastes have like matured or something, if that makes sense. Well, I didn't get a cake pop this time, sorry. I wish though. Not approving that message. It is a good second. I don't really like the normal mocha because it's just too dark for me, so I typically just go with the white mocha for everything. If you get it with, ooh, I should have got it with the chocolate chips because then it would have been an Oreo frap. Honestly, it scares me too sometimes because I'm like, there's so many things you can order, but after working at Barnes and Noble because we serve basically the same drinks, I like have a handle on what I like, so I just usually don't change it that much. Yeah, it's like I only know it because of work. If I didn't work at Barnes& Noble in the cafe, I probably wouldn't ever buy Starbucks or, like, go unless, like, I was with, like, my mom or something, because it's just not my first choice of a place to go. Ooh, um, I say try a chapter of both and see which one keeps your interest. And Justice says Path of Daggers. Okay, it's 40, so I'm gonna start the next sprint, 20 minutes. Okay, bye. That was 20. How did everybody do? I got to chapter 10. Um, Things are picking up. Also, I was laughing because I think in the Grishaverse, isn't there hold on, I'm gonna grab my book because I think there's a place called like you know how there's that sea that like separated the different lands, and it wasn't it called the Cut? Hold on. Something. Or maybe that was the Power. Also, how did y'all do? It was the Unsea. And then the Power was the Cut that the Darkling could do. Oh, that's why. Because there's a place called the Cut where like it separates like the land in this book, and it just made me think of that. Sorry. Let's see. Honestly, like drinks are just like coffee. I feel like is better when it's made by other people, at least in my opinion. But maybe that's just me. Hello. Oh my gosh, I hope you enjoy WandaVision. I've heard it's so good. I haven't started it yet. I think I'm gonna wait till it's finished and then I can just binge it because I hate like when I have to like catch up on a show or when I hate when I have to wait for episodes to come out for a show. So I usually like to just wait till I have a good number accumulated and then I can go ahead and just watch. 67 pages. I hope you're enjoying it better than the other book. Page 506. That's nice. Yeah, it was the Unsea. I was wrong. Another 2 chapters. Same. Let's see, 31 pages. Ah, nice. I didn't know there was different worlds in there. Nice, a chapter. Couldn't recall seeing that. I can, like, for the most part, recall most details from books that I read. It was just that one that I couldn't remember. I jumbled it up. It's the Unsea, but the Cut was the power that the Darkling could do. And I remember because he did it in the second book. And I think Elena was trying to, and this isn't really a spoiler, but Elena was trying to, I think, she's trying to do it herself, but with her own power because, like, obviously the Darkling did it with like darkness, so she was trying to figure out how to do it with the light. And I remember he used it because he like cut an entire mountaintop. So yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I need a minute to recover from the cuteness. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you like cute things, so you should try. Okay. Do I have it? Let me grab it. Okay, you should try Spy Family. I think you would like it. It's pretty cute and really funny. The little girl in this, she's like right here. She's so adorable, but it's like hilarious because she's a telepath, so she can read like both of their minds. And the lady's an assassin and he's a spy. So in their head, they're thinking about like their missions. So like the assassin's thinking about how she has to kill people, and then like he's thinking about all the people he has to like basically defeat. And so there are moments where she's like with them, and she's just like, "Who did I get adopted by? Like, who are these people? Why are they talking about killing and death?" It's really funny. Sometimes it depends on how big of an impact the character like has on my mind, if that makes sense. So sometimes, like if I don't really end up like enjoying them or like find them significant, I probably won't remember their name as well as I would maybe a character that I like love or um hate necessarily. So sometimes. Okay, we can do the next sprint at 10 again. But yeah. I think the prince is gonna end up being the love interest in this, just so y'all know. Um, I'm intrigued because they're about to leave, and she's about to go into his kingdom, um, for their engagement. So I'm intrigued to see like what happens into the it. It's giving me a little, like, Red Queen vibes almost because, like, in that one, like, Mare, like, got taken into the royal like, the Silver's, like, royal world, so I feel like that's kind of it's probably not gonna be the same thing, but the same idea is seems like it's gonna happen where she gets taken into this, like, new kingdom, but the thing is, like, they're, like I'm pretty sure they're not gonna treat her well because they hate her, so that's gonna be interesting. You're welcome. It's really funny. Like, I didn't know to think of how to think about it, but I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is, like, funny, but, like, adorable funny," because they basically have to, like so it starts with the guy, like, he has to his mission is to basically form a family so he can, like, sneak into this prestigious school to, like, spy on this guy or whatever. And so he adopts a little girl and then randomly finds this lady, like, halfway through the book to be his wife and daughter, respectively, and, like, it's so funny, like but it's cute because they, like each other, like, they don't hate each other, but they're, like, starting to get acclimated to each other, and they're like, "Oh, like, we could totally probably be a family," but it's at the same time, they're like, "But also there's this dark background behind my job. They can't never know," kinda thing too. But I feel like the little girl has the funniest reactions out of, like, everybody in that story, so that's why I recommend it. Yeah, basically like a forced kind of found family type of situation. I'm a sucker for found family, it's one of my favorite tropes, so when I saw that, I was like, "Whoa, I wanna check this out." Anything with a found family or, like, a squad type thing with, like, maybe, like, a group of friends having to, like, accomplish a mission or fight together or something is, like, a story I'm probably going to love because I like books where there's, like, the group and they each have their own special, like, personality and it's, like, hilarious or, like, distinct, I guess. So, that's just, like, my weakness with him. Okay. So I read a lot of shoujo manga, so, like, um, kind of, like, more contemporary romance-based kind of manga. So I personally, for me, I always recommend Fruits Basket as maybe a good starting one because the series is already done and it has a corresponding anime, so you can always do both. Um, that way you can see if it's something you enjoy and it's a simple story and it's a really good story. So that's one I always recommend for like beginning. Um so I'm trying to think of what else I would recommend looking at my thing. Another one I recommend so if you like more like action based stories more maybe superhero type stories or just like sports stories. I would recommend My Hero Academia. That's a good one for like superhero based stories. Um, if you just like more action based things than like romance or like just contemporary in general, like that's a good one. And then for like sports, right now, Haikyuu is one of my obsessions. It's about, like, an all-boy volleyball team who's trying like, in high school, who are trying to make it to, like, nationals. That one's really good. I like sports stories because it's, like, that team aspect, of course, and it's, like, funny. So that's another one I recommend. I'm trying to think I wanna make more like, incorporate more manga videos into my channel. I just been, to be honest, really lazy. So I'm hoping to start doing that soon within the next, like, couple of months. Maybe talk about some of my favorites because I have like this whole shelf right here that's like my manga and graphic novel shelf and like my collection. The only thing is like some of my favorites are some that are kind of a little harder to find now because they're just older, unfortunately. But um yeah, like those are kind of my recommendations for just good starters. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I would recommend. Um Yeah, honestly, ultimately, Fruits Basket is the one I'm gonna say because again, it's cute, it's funny, and has an anime, so you could do both, and it's done, so you don't have to, like, wait for any more books to come out. Because sometimes waiting for a manga is a little harder since, like, publishing's a little weirder with that, and you never really know how long those are gonna take and all that kinda stuff. Right? It's so good. Yes, you could definitely pick up the manga. I don't know if it's finished. I don't think it is, but that's okay because there's a good significant amount of volumes before you would catch up, and you can honestly watch. Well, I say read it if you want, maybe before you get more into the show, just so because like manga and anime tend to be super, super similar. So like, I wouldn't want you to get bored trying to read it. So maybe if like you all are pacing yourself with the show, you could just like read ahead with the manga, if that makes sense too. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna start the sprint now. It's 10, so yeah, 20 minutes. Alright, that was 20. How did y'all do? I'm in the middle of chapter 11, which has been interesting. Brave manga has been. Oh, which one was it? Tell me. Oops. I could literally talk manga for days because I just have so many faves and they're just so fun. Yeah, so she finally made it to the kingdom, and it's a dreary, dreary place. I feel so bad for her that she has to be there. 66 pages, nice. Another chapter. 59. Out of how many pages? Boom, 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 boom. Whoops. New pages of block. Fun. That's fun. Yeah, I'm glad you're halfway through. Not too many. I'm so sorry. But at least you're getting there. 500 pages is a lot. What page am I on? How many pages is this? It just made me think. 387. 139. We'll do the next sprint at 40 again, so we can chat a little bit. Well, that's always good. Probably, this will probably be the last sprint, and then I gotta go to bed because I gotta go to work in the morning. But you know what? Getting ready for bed is the first good step. It really is. But oops. Yeah. I'm actually really enjoying this so far. It's a lot. It's definitely giving me like Red Queen, Ember vibes, just that whole like theme. Definitely giving me those vibes, so I think that's why I'm enjoying it. And I don't hate it here, which is nice. What am I reading next? So I am doing I have a lot of buddy reads I'm doing this month. So my goal is to start, oh, hold on, let me just grab the books. So, my plan for if once I finish the Stormcrow is, so I'm supposed to be buddy reading King's Cage, which is like the third book in the Red Queen series with Kay. So I'm probably gonna start that, and then I need to also read From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I'm gonna be buddy reading this with Erin, so we're gonna start that. And I am also going to be buddy reading The Cruel Prince with Justice. So, a little ambitious, yes, but I think I can do it. Especially because other people will be reading it with me, so that'll like I feel like that'll help push me to like keep going. Basically. The author of this book is Kaylin Josephson. You can see that. This is the first book I read by them, so I don't know if they've written anything else or not. But I'm enjoying it. I like anything that has like the rebellion theme, you know, and I feel like that's gonna be in this book. Sounds like a fun month. Yes, I have more buddy reads too. Those are just like the first 3. So I don't know what happened. I just kept agreeing to things this month. I'm doing 2 book club things too. Oh, I gotta order that book, by the way. I'm gonna be co-hosting 2 book clubs with some friends this month, 2 live shows. And then, yeah, I just somehow February just became the month for all the things for me to be doing. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna feel about this book. I originally wasn't interested, like, when I saw everybody reading it, I was like, nah, I'm good, I don't really need to read that." And then Kay, like, loved it, and so hearing them rave about it, like, piqued my interest, so I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a try." So I really don't know, like, what I'm gonna feel. It really could go either way, I feel like. I could either really like it or really hate it. Um, but I'm willing to give it a shot just to see, cause it's really been taken the book world by storm. Literally, so from Blood and Ash is a self-published book. So, like, the only way you can really like, you can get it from Barnes& and Noble, and stuff, but it's a little bit more expensive, so usually, like, people get it from Amazon, which is what I did, but I don't know what it is, but with my store, like yesterday, I was shelving and we got hardcover copies of From Blood and Ash and the second book, which I was not expecting because of the fact that it's a prepaid book only, so we're not even supposed to really get that in store. So I shelved it and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get like the hardcover set because like that they are really pretty. Not even, like, an hour later, someone came in and bought them because people have been coming into my store for weeks asking for those books, and I've been having to tell them, like, "It's a prepaid only, we don't carry it in store, you're gonna have to order it." And I usually recommend Amazon because it's cheaper than, like, ordering it through us. But, yeah, I guess that's just how much it's been really, like, ravaging the book community. I also think TikTok has been, like, a big part of the reason why it's thriving too, which isn't surprising because TikTok's the new craze, new trend. I'm, like, talking a lot. But, yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. I read one other Jennifer L. Armentrout book, and it was a contemporary, and I didn't mind it. It was okay, but I've never tried one of her fantasies either, so I think that's what has me, like, piqued my interest. I also keep forgetting what it's about, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I keep having to read the synopsis because I can't remember. I'm like, I don't know if this is a bad sign or not. 1 minute warning, by the way. We'll do one last 20-minute sprint and then call it a night. I'm hoping to at least finish this chapter. And then, like, yeah. But I'm really intrigued by cool prints too. What's that specific? Is that specific to your store? From Blood and Ash? No. Yes. For some reason, like, it's not supposed to be in any other store, but for some reason, lately, I've noticed my store has been getting, like, prepaid books in. Like, they're print on demands, and for some reason, these books have just been appearing, and I'm like, "Who's ordering this stuff? Because it's technically not supposed to be here." I have no idea why. Alright, that's 40, so let's just sprint 20 minutes. I'll be back. Alright, that was 20. How did y'all do in this last sprint? I'm in the middle of chapter 13? Yeah. So I just started it. So I finished like, because I started on chapter. So I finished about 6 chapters during this live, which was nice. How did the rest of you do? I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got like some reading done during these sprints. If not, then I at least hope you were like productive in some way. Or just able to relax. 67 pages. Nice. Only have 20 pages. Yes, 21 pages. You're almost done, Monty. A hurricane child. Nice. One chapter of the sprint. Yeah, I'm sorry. What manga were you talking about that's been on hiatus? I'm sorry you're not liking it as much. I hope it'll pick up maybe. Not a slacker, justice. It's nice
Playing
to
from Alana Dye's iPhone.
Sorry, Alexa is being weird. Oh my gosh, Hunter x Hunter. I haven't read the manga, but I started the anime and I on Netflix and I finished season 1. I think I'm like halfway through season 2. I really enjoyed it. Got another 20 pages done. Yay! I'm glad you got so much read. I love that for you. Yeah, I need to. I got to the part where what's his face? They split up. Like they all passed the test and so they all like went off to go do their own things because they had their own secret missions and then they all met up at that place where they were having the like arena and it was like the fighting and they all had to reach a certain level because they were trying to get to something. I think like some type of game or something like that. That's what I remember. That's where I stopped. Because what's his face? Kalua, his name. He was mad because he had infiltrated this group of assassins or whatever, and he was trying to get the eyes back. Yeah, yes, that. They had to like they were fighting their way to the top. Finally, well, at least Cone and what's his face was because I remember I think Cone went home with him or something. So then Cone and what's his face were going to the arena. Kalua was doing the assassin job thing. And I forgot what the other guy was doing. Lario or something. Sorry, I'm so bad at names. If I don't like pay attention. I don't know what that means. Yes, probably. Yes. I was laughing in the first season though when Gon and the other guy, and the other kid, they were like breezing through all the challenges, and I was like, these grown men who are struggling must hate these children right now. It was funny. It's okay, spam away. Okay, one more minute and then I'm gonna end this live. Thank you all for coming and reading. I'm hoping I will do this again next week. We'll see. Probably will though. Hopefully with a different book, though. I hope you all have a good night. It's Friday, right? And a good weekend. Get some good reading in. Do whatever you need to do. Yes, Hunter x Hunter is a really old show slash manga, but it's really good. I liked it. It's a good like if you like stories with like journeys and like each time they end a journey a new one begins, that's the type of story it is. Kind of like Pokemon, if that makes sense, but like different. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm ending it now. Goodbye.